Guys, is money messing up your chances to be romantic? Keep watching. We'll give you 3 tips on how to have a budget-friendly date night.
Hi, this is Marriage and Family Matters. I'm Sonia, and this is my husband, Brennan. Today we'll be giving you 3 tips on how to have a budget-friendly date night.
Guys, oftentimes date night can be a budget buster. So today we want to give you a couple of tips that'll help you keep your budget within reason. We're going to start with tip 1.
Tip number 1, coupons. Don't be afraid to use coupons. We use apps like Groupon, Living Social, and even we have a local Clipper magazine with coupons. We use them for dinner at restaurants, massages, and different types of events. Don't be afraid of using coupons to save money on your budget.
Exactly. Guys, I'm not afraid to use coupons at all. I'll be the first one to walk up in the restaurant, flashing my coupon saying, hey, I'm here to have a good night with my girl, and here's my 15% off this meal coupon. Give me my money. Give me my discount. And so, guys, don't be afraid. It doesn't speak to your status financially. What it does is it speaks to your mindfulness of your budget. And a guy that is budget friendly, budget conscious, I think that'll go a long way. So if you go out and look at these coupons, discount programs, Living Social, Groupon, and even your local magazine for discount coupons on meals or the movie theater and other activities, I think you'll find that you'll have a lot more money to do something else special for your spouse.
Just remember that if you have the right girl, she's not going to care about you using coupons because she's going to be happy to save money.
Exactly. And that leads us into tip number 2. Tip number 2, consider changing your date night. We like to think that date night should be on Friday or Saturday night, but I can tell you those are the most expensive nights to go out on a date. Oftentimes, providers in restaurants, movie theaters, and other venues know that it's the weekend, everybody's getting off from work, they want to unwind, so they're going to come out and have a good night out on the town. And what they do is they jack up prices. So what I found is that if you go on a date night or you go out to eat or to the movies in the middle of the day, or I'm sorry, not in the middle of the day, but on a different day of the week, you can get meals at a discounted price. What may be, $50 on Friday or Saturday, the same meal could be, $30 to $40 on Monday through Thursday. So that's something to consider. Also, guys, if you're looking at going to the movies, go to a matinee. There's a difference of about $8 between the matinee and going to the movies at night. And I can tell you, I don't like going to the movies at night for a number of reasons, and the price is one. The second reason is there are a lot of kids in the movie theaters making noise and texting. So you get the best of both worlds if you go in the middle of the day. You get a discounted price, and you don't get the hassle of having kids texting and talking during the movie. So consider that, guys, when you're looking at planning your date night. And that leads us into tip number 3.
Get creative. Guys, you can go on a date for free. Look at your local community calendars and find things that you can do in your local area that doesn't cost a thing. As a woman, I find it more attractive when my husband finds things to do that took a lot more thought and planning than just going to a fancy restaurant. So, for example, take your significant other on a picnic in the middle of the day at one of the parks in your area. Or go to a carnival and be kids again together. There's things you can do that are free.
Exactly. Guys, I like free, right? Who doesn't like free? I know I do. So I will go ahead and look in our local community calendar. I'll look in the papers that get delivered to our home, and I'll look for activities that are going on weekly. Oftentimes in our community, we have community events such as community theater. We often have festivals going on all year round, particularly during when there's a change in season from winter to spring, from spring to fall, summer. There's always something going on in your local community. So don't be afraid to check these things out. And guys, don't be afraid to go to your local botanical gardens. Almost every city has one, and they're very pretty in the springtime, and it can be very romantic. You can set the stage, you can do your thing, bring a bottle of wine, and if you want to be thrifty, you can go to Aldi's and get some cheap wine. I wouldn't suggest that. Go check out Total Wine. But anyway, don't be afraid to mix it up like my wife said. You can get and have a really good time on a very limited budget. And if you don't want your significant other to know, it could appear that it is expensive. So these are all tips that you can use to have a budget-friendly date night or a budget-friendly date in the middle of the day. Doesn't have to be at night. Again, sometimes going at night costs you more money, so consider the daytime.
Don't let your budget define your relationship with your significant other. Because you're working towards being debt-free or whatever your financial goals are in your shared vision, then you don't have to let it ruin your romance. There's so many ways that you can celebrate each other and love on each other that doesn't cost a dime.
Not a dime, and I don't let it ruin my romance, I can tell you that.
That's right. This has been Marriage and Family Matters, where marriage and family does matter.
It does, guys. And until next time, we'll see you.